Hey everybody, I'm Annabelle, and welcome to Vivo Village. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing of Malhya, Lands of Legends, and as you can tell, this game is huge, so let's see what's in the box. Yeah, this game is so massive that I can barely fit it on camera, and it's not just that it's like long, not too wide, but long, but also the height. Like I'm pretty sure is the biggest game I've ever owned. So basically what I know about it, it's a dungeon crawler, but it's much more than that. So the dungeon crawling is only part of what the game is all about. It is a choose your own adventure kind of story where you're going to be making choices and those choices will affect you. It's not a legacy game though. Also there's some RPG elements as you level up your character and all of that. So, and there are also encounters, kind of like Final Fantasy random encounters kind of thing. If you've ever played Final Fantasy like 7, the original, well not the original, but Final Fantasy 7, or any of those games where you just walking down a path and all of a sudden, even Dungeons and Dragons does that, where you're walking to your destination where you're stopped because there's bandits or something like that. This game has that as well. So it's, like you see, massive, but let's open it up. Okay, so the good thing is it opens fast. I know it's kernel sometimes, but after that, we have no idea. I have no idea what I'm going to find in here. I know there's minis. I should have looked to show you the back. I will before I open it up. So the game is a huge size. We're gonna have to read it sideways, which might be complicated. But I see the player board. It has a couple of things that I believe attached to it. Like this is separate and you attach to it. Attach it to the player board. You got your character. You got your stats as far as for skill checks, like strength and all that. I'm not sure what the other ones are. I think there's one that's called census. All of that things. This is your HP, which is kind of interesting in this game because you might lose HP and suffer like a minor wound, but you might also suffer a severe wound. And depending on which wound, type of wound you have to drink different potions that I guess have more potency. So a red potion for a severe wound, but a yellow potion for a minor wound. And the red potion turns it into a yellow, so only heals it. Like you have to take 2 potions. Yeah. And if you have armor, then you do lose the HP, but you regain it. It's something like that as far as I understand. But of course, I haven't played the game yet. And you see the dungeon crawling aspect with your minis on the board and all the impossible terrain or whatever these things are. I don't know what they are yet. What else do we have over here? I have no idea what these are. Oh, I think these are things that you like your equipment and stuff that you level up. But I could be very, very, very wrong about that. But anyways, it's a non-linear narrative based on your actions and your choices. And choose your destiny and embark on a great quest to preserve the balance of the land. And here's a little bit about the story. It's a 1 to 5 player game, 14 and up, 90 minutes per session. And of course, it has a campaign kind of style, so you're not just going to finish it in one session. Like, obviously, you cannot finish all of this in one session. But I believe there's also like one-shot scenarios if you're not interested in just going through the campaign, which I am interested. And obviously there's lots in there. So first is the instructions, the rule book, which is not thin, I'll tell you that. Then we have this, the contents, okay? And then we have a couple of levels. So maybe it is legacy, or maybe you have to put this on something. I don't know. I didn't think it was legacy. We have a world map. So this is where your party is going to be traveling. They're going to be traveling around here, and then once you reach locations or have encounters, you'll go somewhere else. And we're going to stop there because we'll show you this first. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure this is the Kickstarter game. By the way, this Kickstarter is like from 5 years ago. It's like before the pandemic. But I believe this is the one that I got the manual, like in a PDF format by email or something. And I started reading it, and it was like the manual was like 108 pages long, 100 and something. I think this might be the one because I see how thick it is. Let's check if I'm wrong, although it could have a, that's like a storage. Oh, nice, then they give you that. What's the page number? Oh, 77. So it's not this one, right? But there's another one coming that's longer than this. Anyways, let's take a quick look. Preparation. Here's a summary of where everything is, the components. Okay, so you get a sneak peek of what we're going to take a look at in a minute. General concepts, and I'm gonna go 77 pages long, so don't expect me to go slow. The gameplay, okay. I like that it's very colorful because it isn't intimidating. Just when I first saw it, I'm like, oof, this is gonna take me a while. These are some skill check instructions. Okay, lock picking, the exploration phase, which is on the map, I guess, or maybe on the dungeon crawling. It looks like a dungeon crawling. Locking obstacles, so that's your types of terrain and stuff. There's also stealth mode, waiting and ending your turn. Yeah, because you can delay your action, which is pretty cool. So if you want to like wait for another hero to move before you move, I thought that was pretty clever. Because sometimes you tend to finish all your actions before another hero can act. And weapon handling, your movement using your weapon. Okay, here are a couple of weapons, pictures of weapons and drawings. All right, multiple attack lines. Oh my goodness, yes. I mean, I thought it wasn't going to be easy, but you know. Nobody likes easy anymore. Special elements, scenario cards, special scenario cards. Okay. Nice art. Very good. It's like a market. Okay, and then a glossary. Okay, we all appreciate that. A lot of symbols, a lot of icons, I guess. You're going to be using this at least at first until you recognize the icons, and then a place where you can store everything. I love it. And then thanks and credits. I wonder if I'm over there somewhere. Probably not, but the Kickstarters, I know I was part of that. Anyways, I don't see enough names to cover all that. And then some reminders, which is lovely, which is great. And also fine details, potential games, so anything update booklets here. Very nice that they included all that. I'm not sure what we have this. Maybe it's extra content. I don't know that we have that. The heroic version is played in harmony with the basic version of the game. It includes additional heroes and a complete standalone adventure. Okay, so this is a different map. I don't know if we have that one. I guess we'll find out. There's some additional rules. Then we have a whole bunch of these, which I'm not sure where they go yet. And here's a really close-up look at the map of the region, which, like I said, is where the party is going to be traveling. And I see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big locations, and there a bunch of other numbers, which I'm guessing will be referenced to during the game. Alright, so back in here we got our sheets, which are things to look at, and then we got our minis. So let's take a look at these first, and then we'll go into those. It's so big that, like, it'd be your, well, actually, you know what, I don't know, maybe these are coins. I'm always trying to guess. Exit and entrances, we got some tokens, some little guys here, which I'll show you up close in a minute. Yeah. So it looks like some dungeon tiles, and I know this is the day and night. You're also affected by the weather, which is this token right here. Just to give you a closer look at what appears to be characters, either good or bad, I'm not sure. Okay, so let's take these out. And, okay. There's a few more there, but let's start with the ones we got. So there are 3 of these guys, and I can tell you I like the clear bases on the bottom. That's a nice touch. 4 of these that seem to be melee attackers. 3 guys with crossbows. 4 that have swords. Not sure what he's hauling in there, maybe his lunch. Got a few, 4 of these with bows. And then there's 5 of these guys, which I imagine there's some kind of mages or sorcerers. We got 3 of these that seem to be a bit bigger than the other minis. 5 of whatever this thing is. I count 10 of these little guys, which I'm guessing they're going to be popping up everywhere. 5 of these beasts. And then, there's maybe 10, because aren't these the same? Could be crazy, but I think these might be our heroes. Got the dwarf, it's unique. Got this guy with a sword. Got this lady over here. We also have him. There's a rock over here. And then this guy seems to be a little bit bigger, but I do believe he's also a hero. So I think I remember seeing him somewhere. Not sure if this one's a hero or a bad guy, or if he just likes juggling fire, but it's going to be a cool one to paint. Back in here we have a couple more minis. Then a bunch of cards and stuff. There's that book that they were talking about. Let's see what else is in here. I'm guessing all of this has to do with this, because it said it had different components. So yeah, let's take a look at all that. We'll show you the minis first because I know you're dying to see them.
Okay, I'm not sure if these are bad guys or good guys, because this I didn't know anything about, or at least I didn't remember. But these are unique. I don't see but one of these, so maybe heroes that you can, play as. I mean, they don't look like bad guys to me, but what do I know, right? Like, look at this guy. He's like leaping somewhere. He definitely looks like a rogue, maybe a rogue hero. Get 3 of these guys, so maybe these are the bad guys. You have this one that's a little bit bigger. It doesn't look so heroic. Looks more like a monster. And then there's 3 of these guys with their axes.
And then let's take a look at the rulebook. And then again, we're gonna do this. Kind of just quickly go through it. This material, you can tell, is more paper, not as glossy. The feel is not as good. I guess these are scenarios, so I'm just gonna kind of give it to you like this. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Oh, I guess it's part of like what you need to read depending on, your travels and stuff. Okay, so there's that. There's nothing here.
We've got what I would think is our hero boards. I'm going to show them to you up close here, but then I'm going to show you something that I just figured out. But there you go. There's another one. It's a dwarf. And this guy. So let's show you what I found. So you can actually, for whatever reason, open it up like that. Not sure why. A look at the back. It looks pretty much the same. There's a little backstory here. And so all of them open up like that. There are little tokens, I guess, to represent them. Got these, which I'm not sure what they're about. It looks like maybe an item or something. Well, I mean, not sure why we need to determine a new target. Can I open it? So, I guess that goes together. Look at that. And they have numbers. I'm not sure what these are. Seems to be hero related, since I believe that's one of the name of the heroes we just saw. These are all the heroes. Okay, and on the back, ooh, okay, so this is probably how you level them up as you progress in the game. I know they start with like something special you can do with this. I believe they're called aura tokens, which of course you need to go look at those the icon legend. And there's also these hero cards, right? Because these are the monster cards, I guess. They're stats and stuff. There we go. And finally, another one, another little one, just a few cards in it. It's one card in it. Okay, all right, well, there's that one card.
So far, everything seems to be organized in its own little tray, which is great. I don't know what's going to happen when we take apart the jets. This one looks a little bigger. Okay, come on, I can do it. All right. Then there's a bunch of tiles. Okay, and there's tons of cards and stuff. Cards here, but again, everything seems to be organized. Nothing says don't open it. Exploration booklet in there. All right, so we'll take a quick look at everything.
Not really sure what this is, but there it is. No, I don't know what it is. I think it has something to do with your inventory. And this is the back. By the way, I see some indentation here. I don't know if these can be removed, but yeah. Don't know. These hero cards? I could be wrong. Maybe some monsters again. I don't know. Oh yeah, that looks like a monster. That looks like a monster. Okay, maybe monsters. With their stats and stuff, probably. Yeah, okay. And on the back, I don't know if there's different numbers, 25, 26. Yeah, there are different numbers, so I guess it depends. You'll have to flip it depending on, he has health 3, he has health 5, so he's a little bit harder to fight, I guess, or at least more HP. So they are different, double-sided, nice, very nice, because you never know. It might be the same, but there might not be. So we got this one that has, I'm guessing, armor, a special symbol, and X. I'm guessing these are all the same. Yeah, okay, so there's 3 of those, yep. And then the red ones, it's got the hits, double hits. So they're all the same. Yeah, okay, so I guess you'll be told which one to roll. The blue one seems to be more of a defense. It also has a special symbol. And the yellow has 3 damage, so the biggest damage here on the yellow. Okay, let's get those back in there. Let's take a look at this. Oh, more dice, okay. I think these are heroes, but I could be wrong, but if I remember from the other one we just opened, these were, oh yeah, the upgrading things with everybody's names, so you can, you know, see as you go up or down. I don't know, guys. As far as dice, there's black with these symbols. There's a hand. I don't know what that is. And a couple blanks. I'm guessing that's the same. Yeah. And then the green one with helmet, hands. No idea what this is for. Okay. That's back. What do we have there? More dice. And a few cards. So I don't know what these cards are all about. Looks like weapons. Yeah, that definitely looks like weapons. And again, you can upgrade them. I don't know if it goes up or down. I would imagine it goes down because you always want to see what weapon you have, and then it gives you extra stuff. Okay, from the back it's just that symbol. And I'm guessing these are weapons that you can get after, and those were your starting ones. So I really like the idea that you get a weapon and you can upgrade it, because it's kind of like as you use it, you get better with it, which makes total sense to me. You know, when you first get the weapon, you're not as skilled with it, but as you kind of learn it, then, you know, you definitely become much better at using it, more used to it. Oh, what is this? Is your fist? By the way, they all have the same back, so we won't look at that. What? I guess we start like this, with just fists? I don't know. Maybe there's some fist fights in the game, but the rest look really cool. I love the range, love the melee. Look at this. Look at those are cool. So, and they all have a number, so I'm guessing that tells you when you can acquire them. I have no idea what that is, but sure. Let's take a look at the dice. Seem to be directions. I don't know, because it's always up, so maybe not. I don't know. Whoops. This one has a ton of them. Now we're gonna go to these, and looks like more weapons. And then we'll take a look at these. We'll come back with the big ones. There's way too many of them, so let me just grab a few. Oh, okay, this is what you find in chests. I think I have them upside down. No, I don't. No, I don't. Right? Yeah, no, I don't. Okay. So, find a map. Is that what that is? I mean, I'm happy they gave us a picture. What is this? A map? Bread, yummy. Okay. Some potions. Ooh, some good stuff there. Some armor. Well, that armor looks maybe a cleric. Got some, looks like tools. Maybe to upgrade. I don't know. I know you can craft in this game. There's still too many. Let me grab less. We're just gonna go through them kind of quickly because we still have a lot to see. Nice ring. Okay. These don't have a number, so I'm guessing you get them randomly. Oh no, they do have a number. Cool. And they are in ascending order, so if you ever like misplace one, you know where to put it. Yeah. So yeah, because as far as I know, this is all like your decisions are gonna grant you items. So it makes sense that they are numbered. So I don't know what these things are. And they don't have really cool art, and I don't even know if I'm showing to you. I guess they both sides are right. But yeah, I do like that the weapons have those numbers and you don't always get them random. I don't know if you get any of them randomly, because if it's tied to your story, then you're gonna get a weapon that actually works for you. It's nothing worth than opening a chest and you're like a range attacker and you get a, I don't know, a melee weapon. And, all right, so we talked about the big ones. So here it is. Nothing says do not open until Christmas. Or do not open until told to do so is what I was trying to refer to, if you didn't get that reference. Okay, so some of them have a different backing. Telekinesis. Okay, so it looks like some spells. Cool. Healing aura, vision, time travels with feet. Okay. And then we have this guys, which maybe like that. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. face looking the right way. But again, there's not much here that's at least interesting to me. I don't know, it's just like a foot, like a boot and stuff. But I'm sure it makes sense when you're playing the game. Alright, we have a few more with numbers on the back. And I read this one and I thought it was interesting. Number 1. In stealth mode, you can only leave a room if no enemies have been eliminated or if all enemies have been eliminated. So pretty much if nobody's seen you or if you've killed all of them, because of course if one of them has seen you, they'll alert the others. And okay, there's some keys, some with text. No idea what any of this is, but there's Raphael. Okay, I don't think we should be looking at this, but I'm just, oh, here's some cool art, some king, and okay, I've never heard of these people before. So maybe people that we'll encounter in our travels, or that we need to find. I have no idea. There's like a castle, maybe? Difficult mode? Okay, we haven't even done the easy mode yet. Target. Alright, there we go. So here's another one that doesn't have much. All the same bags. And not much that I can tell you about it. Maybe the weather? I think this might be the weather. And then we have one with numbers on the bottom that looks like it's tied to the map. So 1, 02, 03, 04. Yep, I see a pattern. Okay. 00. And I mean, obviously, this doesn't make sense to me, so it's okay to show you because it's not spoiling it for me, it's not spoiling it for you. Okay, we're back in the box. We're going to take a look at the exploration booklet, and it looks like you're going to keep track of a whole lot of stuff. Oh, and there's where you put your chits, which is removable, which is great because you can take it out and use it during gameplay. We'll take a look at this as well. So obviously, this is just going to be maps. We're not going to look at each one of them because there's plenty, but it'll tell you, I'm guessing, how to set up the encounters. And here's like, you know, I guess, oh, I know there's encounters here you play in the book, so you decide, I don't know which ones they are, but I guess you can hit the head, hit the right flank. Okay, now that one is just a map. So there's different ones. Oh, this one looks really, let me put it like this, really cool. I have no idea, but sure. Okay, and so I like the variety because not every page is the same. Look at this mess. I guess this one you play here because there's enough room for you to move about, but I don't know, no idea, but very nice. So there's our exploration booklet. There's nothing in the back, and since it's a very long game, or I guess it is, you can save it, and this is where you're going to keep track of all of the stuff, so you can put it away and set it back up. One thing I heard is that the game is pretty easy to take down and set up. I don't know if it's true because I haven't read the instructions yet, but that's what what I gathered from the information that I got on the game, which is not much, by the way. Okay, we're making good progress. We're like halfway done. These seems to just be tiles. Oh, and that's a lot of foamy parts, which we don't need to look at. That's good. More minis. So to speed up the process, I might not show you all these up close unless they're interesting, because I mean these are just tiles. They are double-sided. Got your big tiles, and I noticed they have a number down here for easier reference. This one, and then these long ones. Okay, and then well, let's take a look at the long ones. Okay, got different. I like it so far. There's some inside tiles, some outside tiles, and I love that everything fits. I love when a game thinks of that. And also I didn't have to get it all out. It's already taken out for me, and I know exactly where they go. So that's really good. On this side we have the smaller ones, corners, okay, and the smaller squared ones,
chest, or no, barrel. Got crosses. Got this one, which is a rear shape, another rear shape, 15 and 12. A few bigger ones. Outside, and okay, all right. And of course, I already messed up the order if they were in order, because I didn't really look. But it's okay. As long as everything fits, I will be happy. These fit. These were first, I believe. Everything kind of fits. Yeah, I mean, it should close. It should close. Even if I put it there. All right, and then you have these. And this little round bell thing, which we're going to take a closer look at, but it's not going to make any sense to us.
So I see a couple of things that move about. There's that circle on the bottom, which doesn't come about very often, I don't think. There it is. And then on the back, there's a whole lot of I don't understand things.
Okay, now we're getting to where we have to get up. So this we don't need. Let's see if I can take the tray first. Okay. Oh, and then there's a bunch of booklets. A bunch of booklets.
I know there's minis here.
So let's take a closer look at this. Oh, this is the other side of your hero board, and it also opens up. Maybe I need to disconnect it, but I won't, of course, not yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, because it goes up to 5. Here's your heroes and a whole lot of those things. Alright. And then there's a couple of bigger monsters. This one needs to be put together. I guess he doesn't fit. Maybe he does. Maybe I need to glue you. You do have a thing. Okay, there we go. I figured it out. Yeah, you do fit.
Closer look at one of these boards. And then our heroes. Got that guy. We've got Wallen. Does he fly? I hope he flies. The Ancient. Yeah, he looks pretty old, but still in good shape. And Mr. Sulk. We got these things which probably keep track of all of our stuff. I don't know, but there they are. I believe these is the HP markers, or these, I don't know. As far as more minis, these are a little bit bigger than the ones you saw before and more menacing. This one's the one that came apart, but it looks to be okay now. Which, you know, is great, because if you're going to paint them, you just kind of snap it and paint it and then put it back, and no mess on your base. So that's great. I wonder if they all do that. Although I just noticed that these guys, they have different base. They're not clear base like the other ones, but he's pretty cool. He's wrapped himself around a column of some sort. Very cool.
As far as our books, yeah. Look at that. Got the Awakening, For Glory, a Rumor. So I'm guessing as the story progresses, you'll look into these. Oh, they're obviously going to hold on. It's just like that. So you're going to look, and then there's a huge one, the event book. This is the back of the books. So I'm guessing this is where you're going to be doing most of your reading. I wonder if there's an app for it. I do not know if there is. Okay. And I guess these, depending on if you go on a side quest or a different adventure, you'll get to read that. So just go through the cover art. What's on the back? Nothing. Okay. Good to know. The library, Shadowy Fortress, Crown and Peril, which has nothing in the back, so just wanted to check. Maybe some of them do. The Ultimate Sacrifice. So there you go. And there you have it. That's all that's in the box. It's a big box. I can't wait to dig into it and maybe take you guys in an adventure with me through this amazing land that has a lot to offer us, as you can see. And every run through will be different, right? You can start from the beginning and have a completely different adventure depending on what choices you make. I love all that stuff. You guys know I do. So leave a comment below if you want to see more of this game. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, may you play more games.